Hi guys, I want to pass along a little tip on how to hide the green filter intake tubes from an Eheim Classic Filter. So this video is going to be geared a little bit more specifically towards anyone out there who has a black background and who's running Eheim Classic filters. So this is a really cheap and easy way to kind of blend the filter intake tubes into the background a little bit more so they don't stand out as much. And we're just going to be using this black plastic tubing. I'm going to show you how it gets installed and tell you where you can pick some up for yourself. So let's take a closer look. So here's the tank with the green intake tubes installed. As you can see, they stand out quite a bit against the background. I'm running two Eheim Classics on this tank. I have a 2213 on this side here, and I have a 2217 on this side here. So I know Eheim makes a replacement kit that you can buy for these filters, and they come with a darkened spray bar and a darker intake tube. So here in Canada, those kits run about $40 to $50. So in my case, I would have to buy two, one for each filter, and that's going to be quite expensive. So I came up with this little solution. It's really cheap, really easy to install. So we'll get down to that. I'll show you how it all goes together, and I'll show you what it looks like on the tank. So this tubing is called split loom tubing, and it's used in automotive applications just to bundle wires together. So as you can see, it has a little slit here, and that's where you would insert your wires. And in our case, we're going to be using that to wrap it around our filter intake. So this is the 1/4 inch tubing. I believe you could also use the 1/2 inch, especially if you're putting this on a 2217, because when you wrap it around the 2217, it's not going to go all the way around to the back. You're going to have a little bit of a gap. That's really no problem. You're not going to see it, and it's not going to move around. So the 1/4 inch does work for the smaller intake tube and the larger one for the 2217. And I did a little bit of research, and I found this stuff on Amazon in the States and Amazon here in Canada. And you can get about 6 feet of this for around $10 here in Canada. So it's very cheap. You're really only going to need about 1 foot of it, especially if you're doing one filter. And I'm sure that most automotive parts stores are going to carry something like this, so it should be fairly easy to find. So I'm going to go and grab the Eheim 2213 intake tube, and I'm just going to show you how this gets installed. So this is super simple, guys. All you want to do is cut your black tubing to the length of your intake tube, and you just want to wrap it around. Then you can put your suction cups back on. And there you have it. So let's head back to the tank and we'll take a look. Alright, and here's a look at the tank with the black tubing installed. And as you can see, it's made quite a difference. One thing to point out is you can still see both of the green strainers on the end of my intake tubes. But that really doesn't bother me too much. I'm just happy that most of it's been covered up, and I think it looks a lot better. So I hope you got something out of this video. Please leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching.